Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So today I thought I would share with you a couple of new items that I purchased, one of which I've already shared on Instagram and the other ones I haven't. Just a couple things, so this should be a fairly quick video, but let's jump right in and get started. So the first thing I bought was one of the items from the Chanel Fall 2015 makeup collection, and I picked up the blush in the color Alizane. I'm sure I'm butchering that. I'm sure there's some French pronunciation, but we'll call it Alizane. That's how it's written. And this is just a beautiful, I'm going to call it a rosy brown color. So there it is. It's a really pretty color. I will say that I am wearing it today. There is some gold micro glitter in this. So here it is swatched on my finger. See how deep it is? There's quite a bit of pigment to this. This is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. So for me, with my fair skin, it's really pretty in the summer. I'm trying to build and blend so you can kind of see the color. There you go, it's kind of right here. So it's a really pretty sort of rosy brown with some gold, you know, some deep gold, I would say. They're not bright gold, some deep gold micro shimmers in it. It's really pretty on the cheeks. I feel like this is a color you can wear, like today I'm wearing it, no highlighter and no bronzer on the cheek area, just the blush. So it has enough color and it's brown enough that it gives you sort of that, it's a blush, warm up bronzer kind of look. So I like that about it. It has the typical Chanel blush smell, which I really love. So again, it's, you know, it's called Alizane, and I think it's really pretty. I think if you wanted accent and didn't get it, this to me, accent was more of like a dirty mauve, and when I put it on, I couldn't wear it because it looked very sort of gray, sort of muddy gray. It had a little bit of a muddy gray tone on my fair skin. This looks much better for me. So if you didn't get accent and you want to try this, I wouldn't say they're the same, but they have a, you know, they're that sort of dirty rosy color. So they're similar in that vein, but the tone of them is much different. So again, I'm very pleased with this so far. It's the only thing I picked up from that fall collection, although that 5-pan eye palette is beautiful, beautiful. But I have so many neutral eye palettes, I just had to say no. So I said no. And the quad that is part of that collection is going to be permanent. So if you're sort of like trying to decide, you know, what you want and you can't get it all, that quad, from what I've been told, is going to be part of the permanent line. So you could get the limited edition items now and get that quad later, if that helps you at all. Okay, now let's talk about what else I purchased. So I saw Carrie, I think her Instagram name is Mrs. Carrie Thomas, show a picture of the Lorac Pro Matte palette, and it looked really pretty, and she said it was a couple of the colors were very unique, and so I went to Ulta to look at it, and I ended up purchasing it. This is, first of all, it's a nice small palette, so for traveling this would be great. You know, the size of the pans I think is pretty similar to what you find in all the Lorac Pro palettes. There's a nice mirror here. But there are 8 shades, they're all mattes. And they're quite nice shades if you look at them. There's like a white, there's a creamy color, there's a couple of nice blending shades. One is a sort of neutral brown and the other is a mauve pink. And then there's a couple of browns here and a couple of deeper shades there. So here's what I will say about this. I like the shades that are in here. It makes it great for travel because it is kind of what you would need. These are very typical of the Lorac shadows in that in the mattes they can be very powdery. However, they go on the eye nice and they blend quite nice. I've only used this once, but I tried to blend a few things today on my outer, you know, in my crease and on my outer eye, and it works pretty well. You have to be careful when you're building the color. If you layer too much, it's hard to, they get a little muddy. So you have to just sort of be a little bit more careful. I still like the palette. I like the combination of colors, Like these two colors here. I'm wearing these two and this one today from this palette. I really like them. I'll swatch a couple of them. This burgundy color and this pink mauve color, because I think they're quite nice and quite unique. Again, they will kick up a little bit of powder. So there's the pink mauve, which is beautiful sort of transition color. And this is the burgundy color, which I like these kind of colors in my outer corner. I think they work really well on me. For matte shadows, they're very nice. They blend, like I said, they blend really nicely. You just have to be careful if you're going to layer them, not to layer too heavily to just kind of build up. Otherwise, I had a little trouble with it getting a little bit muddy. But other than that, I think that if you're looking for a nice little matte eyeshadow palette, this could be very nice if you don't mind the sort of powdery, them kicking up some powder. If you tap off your brush, I don't get fallout when I use it or anything like that, but you know, they're typical of the Lorac matte shadows. But this is only $28, so I'm very much enjoying it. So while I was there, I also looked at the Lorac Pro Metal palette, which I didn't intend to buy until I really saw the colors. Now, this, it has a mirror just like the other one. These are absolutely stunning. I'll come in. They are stunning. I'm wearing today the rose gold, so this one right here on my lid, and it's beautiful. I will swatch some of these for you because I think this is a huge win if you like metallic shades. So I have rose gold on like the front sort of 2/3 of my lid, and I love it. I love a good rose gold color. I also like you know, shimmery shadows on my lid as long as they're creamy and they lay nice, and these do. So let's swatch a couple. I'm going to swatch rose gold because it's stunner, and I'm going to swatch amber to start. So these, here's rose gold, which is a beautiful rose gold. It's definitely rose gold, not just gold. And this is the amber color, which if you have blue eyes, that amber is going to be stunning. And they're very, very metallic. So there's one swatch, rose gold and amber. Absolutely beautiful. If you are looking for some good metallic shadows, let's do graphite, because this is another like taupey color, and clover, which is green, greenish. So we'll do clover and graphite. So there's clover, which is like a greenish gold, beautiful, and there's graphite, which is a beautiful sort of taupey color, beautiful. These shadows are very, very creamy when you work with them. I got no fallout. I will say, I haven't used all of them, but for example, the rose gold does have a little bit of micro glitter in it, although I don't seem, let me look in the, I don't have any fallout under my eyes, so I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't end up all over my face, and as long as it's micro shimmers and not sort of glittery chunks that get all over. These colors are beautiful. Let's do the cobalt just because I haven't swatched that one yet. That one is a little powdery, to be perfectly honest. But it is a pretty color. Look at that cobalt color. Now, you know, if you put, I'm sticking my finger in them, so if you put these on your lid with a flat brush and press them on, you might not have that issue, but look at the dimension in there. I love shadows like this because these are great for one shadow eye looks, because you can put this on your lid, blend out the crease, throw some liner on, and off you go. And you still have a lot of dimension to your lid and some good color. So again, I think this personally is the winner of the two, but the matte palette is still very, very beautiful and very, very usable. And if you're looking for a nice matte palette, but maybe, you know, you can't afford to, you know, spend $40 or $80 for a good matte palette, this is a really nice one, very usable for $28. This is the same price, and they're beautiful, beautiful colors. I can see myself wearing this all the time, and these are nice and little for travel. So if you traveled, Like this is all you'd have to take with you, and you could do a ton of eye looks. So like I needed more eyeshadows, but gosh, when I was playing with these in the store, I couldn't decide between the two of them. I knew I had to have the metal one, and I really wanted to try the matte one because I like matte shadows. I like the Lorac Pro palettes. They've actually migrated themselves into my kit because that's where I tend to use them the most. So that's where they're living today. I don't have them for my personal use anymore. So I thought having these would be fantastic, and I will probably very likely keep these for myself because I enjoy them. And again, for travel, these are nice small little, you know, easy for travel. And if you were just going like overnight or doing an easy weekend, you could just take one of them with you and it would be, you know, super simple. So those are the things that I purchased. Like I said, not a ton of stuff. I tried to behave myself, and actually with the Ulta purchase, they were $28 each, so $56, and I had $53 in Ulta rewards to use. So I basically got those for $3, which, you know, made me very happy. So that is it. Please share with us anything new that you purchased from the Chanel collection, or if you got these Lorac palettes, what you're thinking of them. I love to hear what everyone's thinking. So that is it for today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all again soon.